para pejabat DPR di seluruh negara ini, daripada Alaska di utara, sehingga Sungai di selatan, sehingga Johor dan sebagainya. Tetapi setiap kali kita menjawab mendapat jawaban yang sama. Rakyat biasa yang susah dan sengsara, yang lahir di negara ini, masih dinasikan kerakyatan dari kerajaan ini.
have been contributing and being part of this nation for so many years. They were denied the very basic thing, which is identity card that stated them as a legitimate citizen in this country, so that they can have a life which entitles a right as a citizen, such as getting social welfare, such as getting right to vote, etc. It is very unfortunate that we have hundreds of thousands of citizens of especially Indian origin, but including other ethnic groups as well, Malay, orang asli, the Dayak in Sarawak, etc. They were denied IT purely because of the bureaucracy, purely because the government don't want to normalize a process which gives return the rights to all these people. That's why today's gathering is an awakening alarm to the government. This problem must be resolved. We cannot pretend that it's not there. We can also not to brush aside to think this is only a problem of the minority. This is a question of us as Malaysians. We should immediately address the issues of statelessness in our own country. Well, we hope this will alert the government on the seriousness of the problem, and it is a concern of the country. We do not want to continue to see a group of Malaysian citizens continue to be in the state of statelessness and deny their rights.
I believe so, because the Prime Minister stated that the stateless people, or the number of the stateless people is only about 9,000. And apparently those people who have actually applied, he has already dealt with those applications. But earlier I was just going around and asked many of them whether they made an application. They made an application for many years, but they have yet to receive any response from the state. So I'm not very sure with regard to the Najib statement on the estimation of stateless people. But in my own experience in relation to the stateless people, based on my travel all over Malaysia, definitely the number is much more higher than 9,000, but may not reach up to 300,000. But notwithstanding that your question is whether government will provide a positive response, I believe so. The government will provide a positive response, but the mechanism of, my point is here, the mechanism of providing citizenship, it should be made much more easier and then just in accordance with compliance of the constitutional requirement. So if they engage that process alone, all these people should be able to get IT or some kind of birth certificate within a period of 30 days. This Najib has been running the administration for almost 4.5 years, and that is very pathetic. So what is holding the state from issuing people who are legitimate to get that citizenship is being denied? So these people coming from all walks of life, from children to elderly of the age of 70, 80, disabled persons, taking the trouble, they're coming over here, I believe is one of the greatest embarrassments for the Najib administration. I think this is very sad for the state today, having assured that they will look into all these things, but the presence of these people proves Najib is completely out of context and wrong in his assertion that he is looking into the issue. How can he look into the issue of a person who is 70 years old standing here demanding for citizenship, and he says he's looking into that? The person may just, life may just end in maybe this year, next year, or even tomorrow. Is he thinking that they ought to live until he will provide them the citizenship? I think this is ridiculous.
Saya punya umur sekarang surah 5-6 kali sudah dapat. Masuk surah khabar pun dah dapat. PJPN berapa kali PJ semua dah dapat. Sekarang ini dah last. sudah lama lah.
Ya.
Ini sama kalah.
Ya.
Juga sama.
Rakyat Malaysia yang hadir di sini semuanya kebanyakannya lahir di negara kita. Menurut undang-undang, mereka sepatutnya telah pun diberikan maikat biru. Kerajaan negara salah telah merampas hak kerakyatan mereka. Saya nak nyatakan secara jelas, mereka semua ini walaupun IC merah sudah pun menjadi rakyat negara Malaysia ini kerana lahir di negara ini.
Okey, thank you. Okey.
Kita berapa di belakang bendera, tolong tuan-tuan dan puan. Keadilan untuk orang India, orang Sulawesi.
Perempuan bagi semua di sini.
Ini nama ini pun sudah tak nama saudara.
Tak apalah, macam
Ada apa?
you introduce yourself. Okey, kita nak ini untuk proses IC untuk semua orang ni.
No. IT problem, we can go in. We are Malaysian.
Jangan cakap sama dia, kita bincang dulu.
No, we can.
Apa dah 5 tahun ni? Bincang apa? Kamu jual kampung tu.
Ya. Same.
Okey. Kita proses ini semua. Kita ada surat yang
Hantar surat kepada ketua kedua ini.
boleh dah wakil ketua.
No, you cannot stop here. Mana boleh berhenti sini? Okay, you stop here. We are going to take IG. Saying I want to change you. We are not going to gaduh. Bukan kami mau mari gaduh. No. We don't agree. How can you stop like that? We are going to stop.
Barang kelulusan daripada pihak saya.
Pasal apa? Pendaftaran kau buat awal. No. Go in. Don't block the way. Don't block the way. We got right to go in or not. We got right to go in or not. Okay. We got right to go in or not.
Dia ada anak sini.
Ya.
Panggil wakil anak keluar.
You jangan ancam saya.
Jangan ancam.
Apa? Saya ada wakil saya. You masuk dalam properti. You masuk properti.
Ini kerajaan.
Apa properti? You nak masuk untuk apa? You masuk dalam government punya area, you kena ada urusan.
Ada urusan.
Just walk in. Wangga. You don't block.
Ini jabatan pendaftaran negara.
Jangan ganggu siapa yang daftar.
Jangan daftar. You are you want to
Saudara telah tengok ya, cara di mana polis salah guna kuasa, halang rakyat yang nak minta IC merah daripada masuk kepada JPN. Saya nak bagi amaran kepada pihak polis. Jangan main-main dengan rakyat. Saya nak
nak bagi amaran kepada pihak polis. This is unlawful and illegal. The police unlawfully and illegally try to stop us from coming in. Today we are here. All these people are Malaysians. They are born in this country. They are denied their blue IC. Kita akan duduk sini. Kita akan minta JPN proses mereka segera. We will sit down here. We will sit down here until they come and they process all the applications. Hari ini mesti proses. Kena waktu.
What happened? There was very aggressive behavior by the police in trying to prevent stateless persons to come in and fill the application. This was unnecessary because it was a very orderly group. Until the police went to block, the police officer in charge was very aggressive. He threatened to arrest me. The police officers grabbed me, grabbed the people, I think grabbed some of the other people. And despite that, the people had to move around and come into the lobby area. We are glad that the police didn't go ahead with their threat to arrest, so that would have been completely unlawful threat. They cannot block citizens coming to JPN in order to process their my card. Now, on another note, today we have about 35 to 40 data persons here, accompanied by activists and supporters and family members. Now, what is important is this: almost all of these persons were born in this country, Malaysian born. In fact, if you look at their red ICs at the back, it says Negara Asal Malaysia. Okay? The parents also, many of them are also born in this country. Some of them are 60, 70, there's even a 90-year-old lady here who was born in Penang. Okay? Now, this is very important, yeah? Under the Federal Constitution, Article 14. Article 14 of the Federal Constitution makes all these people, by virtue of being born in Malaysia, okay, and born in Malaysia, and where their parents are either citizens or are permanently resident in Malaysia, they are automatically citizens. In short, under Article 14, all these people are already, by operation of law, okay? And the children is even more serious, because under the second schedule of the Constitution, 1(e), any person who is not a citizen of any other country is automatically a Malaysian citizen. In other words, there is a clause in the Constitution prohibiting the government from rendering anybody stateless. So, the point I'm trying to make is, the government has breached the Constitution and the law. The government has breached Article 14 and the second schedule attached to Article 14 by denying these people their blue my card and their citizenship rights. Now, one thing we want to make very clear today, this is very important. These individuals are not here to apply for citizenship. No, they are already citizens. What they are doing is applying for their blue my card, which the government, for wrong reasons, JPN and Home Ministry, for wrong reasons, until today have refused to give to them. Okay? So that's what it's all about. Now, again, I emphasize, under Article 14, they were born in this country, almost all of them, which means they are automatically citizens. No reason for the government to deny the blue my card. Now, bigger picture, there are hundreds of thousands of cases like this. Majority are ethnic Indians. But there are also some Chinese. Today there's one Chinese lady here who's born in 1936, born in Malaysia in 1936. I forget the name, but she's over there. She's also got a red IC. So it's a problem that cuts across ethnic boundaries. There's some Indians also. But majority victims are ethnic Indians. And we estimate in the hundreds of thousands. Now, Prime Minister Najib said there are only 9,000 stateless Indians. Then, recently, his Dato' Sri Subramanian, who is head of the Special Implementation Task Force of PM Department, came up with a figure of 40,000. Alright? Recently, Home Ministry came up with a figure of 62,000 have already been processed. So the figure keeps going up. In short, the government has been lying to us when they say there are only 9,000 stateless persons. Our figure is hundreds of thousands of stateless Indians alone, not including the other races. So what we are asking for is the government must implement policies to go down and settle this problem immediately. And they must take serious measures to do so. Right now what is happening is, many of the people are ordinary people, many of them are illiterate, they're poor, they are faced by a massive bureaucracy, which is pushing them away every time they come and apply. Many have applied so many times, but it's been refused. Okay, so today, what is happening now is, they have set up 2 counters at our request to settle one the my card application and one the birth cert application. There are many children here without birth cert also born in this country, and we are asking them to process this application immediately, because in Sabah they can give out IC to foreigners within 24 hours. So we are saying stateless Malaysians who are entitled to it within 24 hours can be issued a blue my card also and birth certificate.